Mary with Stamps-N-Lingers, and it is 7 o'clock on a Saturday night, which means it is time for a live video. So let me get my computer going up over here, doing its thing. Oh, apparently I'm not live. I know because my picture is sideways. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Any second it's going to go. Hey, Marva, appreciate you coming. I'm certain it will be live any minute now. Let me refresh. Maybe that'll let me know that I'm actually doing something. Hey Marva, give me a thumbs up right quick if you can hear me, okay? There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Hey Rocky. Cold and rainy. Yes, it's chilly here, but it is not rainy. All right, let me get this situated. So here is our card for the 22nd of February. Can you even believe it's almost the end? You know, there's only 28 days in this month, and that means there's only like 5 or 6 more days of celebration. So you're going to want to get moving if you haven't. Hey, everybody, I appreciate you coming. Hey, Judy, Danette, and Sherry, and Shirley, and Rocky, and Judy, and all the people. Hey, Faith. So this is our card. Not really my normal card. It's awfully simple, and it's quick, and it's easy, which means it's a good one to make multiples of, I think. It's all stamping and just a little bit of die cutting. It features the Thankful Garden. Now, Thankful Garden is one of the new online exclusives that'll be going live on the 4th of March, which is right around the corner. And there's 2 beautiful florals in it. I've used this one for this set, and then one single leaf dot cut you can, or stamp you can see in here, and then that really cute corner die image. I really like it. I'm gonna call it Die All Night, apparently. I don't know, I've got nothing. Hey Deborah. Yep, we're gonna get some warmer weather this week. That's what they said. So I'm sure the weathermen are never wrong. I mean, okay. Then we have the Spring Corners stamp set. This is an online exclusive. It's already available, so you can get it now. And I really do think it's fun when they do fun things with the sentiments, like turn corners or make them vertical. I enjoy that a lot. So that's a cool one to have. And then the ultimate, the new Textured Notes rectangles dies. Y'all, these are just the most amazing things ever. If for some reason you were not enamored of every single thing that you've seen sneak peeked so far in the new online exclusives, then this is one that you absolutely positively have to get. You can see the beautiful image designs that they put on the side here. I rolled this one upside down so you'd see which one I used. This is the die we're going to use today. So it's really the middle. There's 3 larger and 3 smaller than it is. So that is the one that we're going to cut out. But you can see it's got like rattan and some woven, looks like bamboo here, just some dash lines. This is just a wonderful set. I had a friend get it the other day and she was blown away with how cool it is. So put it on your list. All right, this will all be on my blog tomorrow, I know, because I've already done it. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a piece of beautiful Bokeh, B-O-K-E-H, and I'm using the Daffodil Delight one. You could use the light blue, the fresh freesia. You could use any of them, I think, and that would be very beautiful. And I am going to use, so there's only 2 colors, Daffodil Delight and Gray Granite, unless you consider white a color, which is really more an absence of color, right? Or no, maybe it's all the colors. No, that's black. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it in. This is Thank You for Everything from Spring Corners. We're going to stamp it in Gray Granite, and I just recently inked my pad, so I'm going to be sure I'm not getting any, you know, like too much. So I am going to stamp that. I'm going to stamp it in this corner like so. Okay, there we go. And then we'll stamp this large from the floral from Thankful Garden right in the middle. Right about there. can see how fast this is going together. This is going to be like the shortest video tutorial ever. And then I'm going back to spring corners, and I'm going to get this little corner die, and we're going to stamp it down here. Probably the hardest part is making sure it's kind of parallel to the corners. Okay, so that's all we have to do for the card front. But now we're going to do what I am kind of calling faux double time stamping. So, you know, double time, you would put another piece of the DSP on top and then stamp the whole thing and pick it up. This is kind of a faux way to do it easy. Stamp the whole panel, and then we're going to cut right out of the center using that that die I was telling you about. So 3 bigger, 3 smaller, so it's the middle in textured notes. So I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to cut this out right in the center like that. Okay, so stand by one. It's the only time I'm going off screen today, I promise. Well, I mean, I think I'm only going off this one time. We'll see. We'll see if I'm a liar, liar. And we try to make it straight. Straight is good. Sometimes you want crooked, but not in this case. This case we want straight. So that's where I'm aiming for, is straight. Okay. I think that's straight. Okay, here we go. All right. And so what we have left is our card front and then the die cut piece. So I've got a couple of pieces of gray granite, and I'm going to adhere this panel to the gray granite card mat. Let me be sure. Oh, I've got something off here. You know, I can almost count on borking something up. That's okay. We can regroup. Okay, this should be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, but it's 4 by 5 1/4. So that's okay. That's all right. It'll look a little different than my sample, but that's okay. So since I have, what did I say? You see, this is the fallacy of an easy card. So I need 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. When you say, oh, this is a quick and easy card, it's going to be really short, then it's like God says, hold my beer and watch this, ladies and gents, because I'm going to make her look like a liar. Neener. Okay. So now I have made my mat 4 by 5 1/4. Wait, oh good Lord, what am I doing? It's gonna be one of those days. Yep. Okie dokie jokey. Okay, that should have been 5 3/8, so that was a little too big. Okay, so that was 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, so my problem wasn't my card front. My problem was my mat. So let me get another piece of gray granite. Good Lord, people, you'd think I was new at this. Heavens to Betsy. Heavens to Betsy. I'm saying. I've got several pieces of gray granite. I think what I did is I had several on my desk and I decided to get cleaned up. That is always a sure bet that you're going to mess something up. Okay, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. See, I did. I picked the wrong piece of gray granite sitting on my desk. I know. Yeah, I didn't so much mismeasure as I mispicked up. When you have 3 that all look the same, then you're likely to have, I better put this on here, huh? Just to be darn sure. Okay, yeah, okay. Whew. Yes, it is true. None of you are the only ones who mismeasure. Everybody does it. Everybody either has or will. That's all there is to that. There's them who has and them who will. Okay, so now we'll mat this on our gray granite like a so. Okay, and then we're going to mat this on its little I better check it, huh? Okay, so these little die cuts are not exactly measured, but this measurement that I have and I'll give you is 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. That works pretty good for this little die. All right, so we'll just use a little bit of liquid glue right here and adhere this to. I am in fact very human. My humanness sometimes just gets the best of me, yes. Just gets the best of me. Okay, so there's that. And now I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this one and put it back in place. Now the only thing you got to pay attention to is that you don't put it on upside down. And then you kind of want to get everything lined up. All right. And that will help continue that design. And by matting it, it sort of gives you that faux double timing look. Okay. All right, here we go. Now we're going to, I'm pulling it to me, guys. I got to. I just have to. I'm sorry. Okay. If my big noggin's in the way, I apologize. I apologize for my big noggin. There we go. And that looks pretty good right there. Now I'm going to take and put a couple of dragonflies on here, and the front will be done. I really like gray granite. It is such a nice, it's just such a nice neutral. It's not quite gray, not quite brown. I just really like it. All right, and then I'm just going to put 3 of these little guys on here. One up. And then I think we'll put this guy down here like this. There we go. And there's our card front. Easy peasy, right? Nice and squeezy. All right, now for the inside, I'm going to take what I hope is a 4" by 5 1/4" piece of basic white. Yes, in fact it is. You know why that happened? Do you know? Because instead of getting out a brand new couple of sheets of grid paper so I could use the the inch side on the upside, that one had the ink on it, I decided to be lazy and use the millimeter side, and so I can't use that as a measurement tool. No, I cannot. Okay, so let's do a couple of little corners. Oop, oop. Hey, Glenda, you missed nothing except me messing up. I know, the gray granite is perfect. Okay, so we're going to stamp this image in. Oop, oop. Easy there, Trigger. I'm going to stamp it down here in this corner. Okay, and then turn sideways. I'm going to have to get my little eraser out because I got a little carried away there. And then we'll stamp it in this corner. And while I have that out, why don't I stamp my envelope? Not that we're running short on time, but I just like to prove how very, very efficient I am all the time. Yeah, please, Mary. Okay, and then we'll go here in this corner of the envelope. And then this little leaf right here is from Thankful Garden. And I'm going to stamp it right there. And then I'm going to stamp it down in this bottom right corner of my inner liner. And I'm going to get my little sand eraser here. Now, I admit I'm not going to get too overly worried about that because I've left a lot of room to write something, and that's probably what I'll do there. Hey, Bonnie, have fun. Enjoy the rest of your dinner and the rest of your weekend. All right, and then I'm going to take, because I love them, one of these little dragonflies and put him right there, like that, right there. Okay? Then I'll take my basic white card base, and we're going to adhere this inner liner in there. Hey, Angie. With some liquid glue. Obviously, if you prefer Stampin' Seal, you could certainly use that. But I kind of like my liquid glue. Nice clean white on white look. Oops, stay right there. And then I'm going to use dimensionals on my card front to adhere it to the front of the card base. And then we'll put an envelope flap cover on, and that's it, guys. That is just exactly how easy this card is. Super easy. And there's blues and purples and pinks in the beautiful Bokeh DSP. It's in the mini catalog, in case you were wondering where it's at. And you can you could use any of the colors. And I don't even think I would change up using I would use the basic gray with all of them, I think. I mean, you could certainly look at it, maybe use black instead. I don't know. But I think the gray granite is pretty nice. Okay, now here's the only tricky part. When you have as large of a card base as you, or as a card front as you do, it can be what seems to be a little tricky, at least for Mary, to get the card front on. But I managed to do it that time. So that is good. And now I'm going to get my envelope out. Where did I put my envelope? There it is, under my dragonflies. It is under my dragonflies. And I'm going to put some of that Daffodil Delight beautiful bouquet paper on there. Yep, I will be back on Thursday. Don't know what we're gonna make, but I hope you'll like it. So I hope you'll be back at 1 p.m. Eastern time next Thursday to see what I got up my sleeve. Right now I got nothing up my sleeve except arms. All right, we'll do the, yes, March 4th is when the online exclusives go live. Spring Corners is already available as an online exclusive, but the Thankful Garden and the amazing Textured Notes bundle, which includes a beautiful stamp set and those gorgeous rectangles, will be available when the online exclusives drop on the 4th of March. All right, so there you go, guys. I appreciate you sticking with me through the little bit of a bork up. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget, there's only a few days left for Celebration and Stampin' Storage free shipping through Monday. All righty, guys. We'll see ya. Ta.